Hello viewers, welcome to Soundbreeze TV again. I do hope you had a wonderful and a fantastic day. It's our daily show, the Soundbreeze Siasa Brigade, and I don't know how your day has been. I do hope your day has been so well, and you're very much right. And I just want to inform you that if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, just do that. Follow us on all our social media accounts, and we really appreciate. Make sure you watch our videos from one up to the last minute, because you learn more. And today, as usual, I have my partner here whom we normally discuss about the state of our nation. And today we have some few things we need to discuss, but let me allow him to introduce, for those who don't know him, let him introduce himself. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My name is, to the viewers, my name is Linko Mapesa.
Yeah.
Nakwambia hiyo jina Mapesa naitwa sababu nakuwa na idea zote za pesa.
The pesa, money.
Yeah, money. So,
yeah.
Thank you kwa kunikaribisha kwa studio yako.
Asante, today you came late. Where were you?
Nilipole kwa kuchelewa.
Yeah.
Tulikuwa kwa mikutano ya sports. Niko na timu mitaani inaitwa 44 Bulldogs FC.
Yeah.
So tunacheza ligi. Yeah, kuna ligi zinaendelea za FKL.
Yeah.
And tulikuwa ni kupanga vijana tu at least wakuwe busy. Na tuwasaidie mahali wanaweza mambo na mental health exercise wakuwa tu fiti.
Yeah.
So hapo ndo nimetoka.
Yeah. So Mr. Lincoln, for this year we have had some few happenings in Africa. Okay. The coups.
Yeah.
Now yesterday there is a country inaitwaje?
It's Gabon.
Gabon.
Yeah.
Gabon wamepindua their president.
Yeah.
Na I was following the story today and I realized the family of Gabon, the Omar Bongo, whoever,
yeah,
ruled that country for 58 years.
Yeah.
One family.
Yeah.
Yani kuna watu walizaliwa hawajaijua another president but from same family.
Yeah.
What is the problem? Ukiangalia like Burkina Faso, there was a coup. Niger recently coup.
Yeah.
Mali, I think Mali coup.
Yeah.
And the West Africa are facing a lot. What is the main issue?
One thing, let's just start from back kidogo. There's a time we were talking about TikTok being banned in Kenya.
Yeah.
The discussion to limit or to manage TikTok here in Kenya, it's because the oppressed, majority, who are the majority, the oppressor wants to keep oppressing them. Yeah. But now the majority, kuna revolution that is going on. And revolution starts in the brain. The moment you hear like youth, very young people, analyzing politics here in Kenya, saying in 2007 Ruto was with Raila. In the other year, Uhuru was with who? So they conclude and say these are the same monkeys in the same same forest, but different what? So now that analyst means that the youth are open. The oppressed are opened their mind. There is a revolution that is loading. They are tired of being exploited, and they want solution. So now, if you look at these coups, who are causing these coups? The young people. When you look at when you look at Burkina Faso, this is a young guy, I think he's 33 years old, Captain Troll.
Yeah.
Captain Troll ameangalia kaona Burkina Faso needs to be far away from where it is today.
Yeah.
During the times of Sankara, many years ago, when he was assassinated, he left an economy of, for example, 4, at level 4.
Yeah.
But today they are at level 4, 40 years, almost 30 years ago. So that is a joke. Yeah. So, anangalia, what is causing this? So they have enough time to do research, to look at everything, to conclude. And now, because they have the solution, then they end up causing the coup. But now, a coup, we call these things a soothing coup because the population, the entire country is very happy with this thing.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
you look at Mohamed Doumbouya. Mohamed Doumbouya is 40 years old.
Yeah.
He overthrew Alpha Conde.
Yeah.
Alpha Conde alikuwa amejiongeza miaka 5. You see?
Yeah.
5 more years. The constitution there allows the president to go at a period of 10 years.
Yeah.
But Alpha Conde was going up to 15 years.
Yeah.
So this young man said no. You see? And we should also ask ourselves, who are supporting these presidents? Who these presidents are serving who? So they are colonial masters. And in West Africa, the colonial masters who have been there, they're very exploitive. Ni watu wanaitwa Faransa. You see?
Yeah.
When you look again at Gabon, it's also the same thing. Mali, the man who took Mali is Assimi Goïta. Assimi Goïta took it when he was 38 years old. That's a young person, you see. So I told you, young person can make the worst coup. And these coups, I'm saying they are soothing coups because there's no casualties. Yeah? Al-Bashir was also overthrown. People said, no, we don't need Al-Bashir. And the army took. Then we have, there's another country, which one? After Mali, there's Burkina Faso. There's Guinea, that's for Mohamed Doumbouya. And Niger now. Niger produces uranium. And the entire Europeans, in fact, the power of Europeans, most of the time, I think 70% comes from the power of nuclear. They are able to make nuclear. That comes from where? From Niger. Now, when you go to France, they have never experienced what we call blackout. They use nuclear energy. You know, everything is electricity. The nuclear energy, this uranium, it's fueled by uranium. Let me say that, use that one. Layman's language for everybody to understand. But 90%, I think 70% of world uranium comes from Niger. But Niger is very poor. Only 20% of Niger people can access electricity. Imagine. You see? So now someone like the guy who caused the coup could look and say, we cannot live like this. Another thing that is causing this coup, it is the presence of military bases in this country. Foreign military bases. Why are we having France in Mali? Why are we France having military bases in Burkina Faso? Why are we having France having military bases in Guinea and those countries of West Africa? Again, these young people can see and say, ECOWAS is led by a clique of criminals. Those are not presidents. Clique of criminal, and we can say European puppets. You saw Tinubu, who is now the leader of ECOWAS. And Tinubu was saying that he will form an anti-coup unit to go and fight Niger so that they can retain the president who has been overthrown. But the stupidity here for Tinubu should go to Niger and ask the people of Niger, do you want your president back or not? Again, it is wrong for every African country to go to another country. And in fact, what Tinubu wanted to make sure that France retains power in Niger. France continues exploiting the people of Niger. That is the correct interpretation, because Tinubu himself is a puppet of the West.
So, like in Gabon, the main issue is this. There was election, I think it was on Saturday. And there was multi-practice in election. Which the results as equal the right way. And the guy declared, the IBC or whatever with Yahuko, election board declared kwamba he's the winner. When he became the winner, now there's the coup came in.
So this man, his father has been a president for many years. And then he took from his father. One thing, this guy is very weak. I can say this guy is very weak. He has a stroke. And he has been doing nothing in that country. Again, the election was smeared with a lot of malpractices. And for such a person, all people have been rioting, demonstrating that they do not want the kind of leadership that he is offering. Now he manages to become a president by scoring 62%. Power was lost. Internet was closed. And there was curfew. In fact, not many people managed to go to vote, but the Indians got 62%. So it takes the power of a responsible army. One of the guys there to say enough is enough. And the best thing they are doing, these coups, whenever the military takes over, they suspend the constitution immediately. So when they suspend the constitution, that means that even the agreements that were constitutionally agreed between them and other countries, that is suspended. And that's why we are having problem with France. We are telling them, come out of Guinea, go back to your country. Mali, go back to your country. Niger, go back to your country. We are telling Macron to take these Indians to his country. We don't need France. And again, Africans have been suffering in the presence of these European powers. These people, they just maneuver, they just lure us. They just show us that they are with us. Yeah. But in a real sense, they are exploiting us. Again, look at the stupidity, I can say the stupidity of such countries in Africa. When you go to South Africa, Malema has been complaining that the country, there is a country, it's Botswana. They have a very big American military base there that can easily attack South Africa. When you look even in Kenya, there is a military base here for British called Batuku.
And Americans.
You see? And they are powerful in a way that even they control our army. Why should you allow an enemy, a person who has been colonizing you, you allow him to set up a military base in your country? And now you allow them get in the bedroom. You see? So this is what the young people are saying. We do not want this. Because their presence has never helped us since independence.
But I think if you look very well, we were expecting ECOWAS to go to attack Niger.
Yeah.
Before they could just begin, another coup has happened. Yeah. And you realize when the coup, all the countries that have run coup, they have formed their own unity to fight. Now you see, you hear Burkina Faso saying we will support Niger. Now Gabon is there. Do you think ECOWAS is going to be able to fight all of these countries with their? Is it possible?
One thing I told you, you cannot. And I told you that a young person who is 40 years and below can never reason with someone who is 50 years and above. That gap of 10 years is a gap of 10 units. It's a gap of 10 months. If the bright man at 50 years scores and 90, scores maybe 40, the other guy, the young person, will score 60. Because of the technology, the level of understanding and experience. Now, the reason now ECOWAS, these young people, because I told you we are communicating and we are using a very powerful social media tool through socialism. So this guy, they know the mechanism to weaken ECOWAS. Because when Alpha Conde was killing people in Guinea, when Alpha Conde was jailing people, the politicians and the opposition, when Alpha Conde was adding himself another term illegally, they did not speak. Because these Indians, this clique of useless political criminals, they are subscribed to the colonialist. Now, I also told you, every time we live today, we have to live to forgive our parents because they introduced us to capitalism and to this, to these toxic traits of life. When they told you that tribalism can work for you, and you wake up, you go to school, and you find that tribalism not work for me. It is the revolution from mind into action that can save your life. Otherwise, you'll be swallowed.
Now, okay. Let's come to the problem now.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. The problem of these coups and in Africa in general is lack of transparency.
Lack of transparency.
Simply because, you see, you realize we have election, but the elections are not fair.
They will never be fair.
You realize the people who went to vote have no energy to take over.
Yeah.
Now the army comes in. Because before army comes in, they do a lot of logistics. And you know, armies go with the command.
Yes.
What can you say? Do you believe in the African election board, or they're the puppets of the leadership that is in
in Africa,
especially in Kenya, remembering that we had election in 2022, and the election, it said that they are not free and fair. But you realize the puppets and the Europeans, some countries are saying, they are supporting, but the people themselves, they're not happy with it.
You know one thing, democracy is the ability to perform. Democracy is not about like you're a president and then you're allowing us to speak. Democracy is the right action at the right time. Get my point? And I told you one day, these constitutions that we have most of the time, we have copied it from the colonial powers. When you tell a president that you can only run for 10 years, the first 5 years, they will be looking for money for the campaign, for campaign finances. And then in the next 5 years, they will now be looting because they cannot have another term. You get my point? So we keep rotating one. Why can't we have a constitution? If today, and that time I will be in parliament, in 2027, God willing, and I'm asking people to support me, because politics, sometimes you have to move, So I've never told people that I come from Kilome constituency. And in 2027, I want to vie for MP. Because I want to get in that powerful house called parliament, where I can propose, why can't we fight tribalism? Why can't we fight tribalism? Why can't we have justice in this way? For as long as we are divided in tribal lines, then our country will never prosper, because it is about who is the president and from which tribe. But if we have a Kenyan, we have a mind that we have a Kenyan, and then this president who goes there, he found that we have a GDP of around 6. Then we pass a law whereby if our economy can grow at 10 points, if like it was 4, you go up to 14, then in the next election, we will not go for presidential election. We will award you for what you've done. And again, if you can go another 10 points, then you can be there and again, and then you die. Because we are divided every time we have election, and not just election, but anytime we have presidential election. You see, look at in Kenya here. You see like some tribes coming up and saying, now we have the government, nyinyi tutawakalia. You see, that's so stupid, and it is happening even in other countries. The president who has been leading this country, it's only because there is no these laws. We can have this law. This is a way of keeping off the colonies. Because today, even in Kenya, when William Ruto is the president of Kenya, they are the colonial masters are now sitting down and saying who should be the next president in that country, so that we can continue exploiting those citizens. And we can continue dividing them in tribal lines. And that's what happens. So today we can only shed the tribalism by having a leader, not a politician. We have ministers, for example, in the previous government, we had a very powerful minister called Matiang'i, who has performed. We have never seen a minister who has performed like that, apart from Michuki. This guy took us from digital to analog to digital, whereby now we have a lot of TV, we have a lot of, even now you are employed through what he brought up. We have a lot of radio stations, democracy been there, people are making business, everything is running very well.
Yeah.
Again, from there, you went to education, and we can see the level of our education. We grew. There was a lot of seriousness. Even went to security, and going to security within a year, anything to terrorists was 0%. Now we came to get another politician called William Samoei Ruto. But the first thing he could do to Kenya, the only justice could do to Kenya, is to kick this minister who has been performing. That is an insult to our country. That is not what we want. That is ni kama like kusema, it is a resource. It's a brain that would help this country. He is shattering our dream to be for our country to grow. You see? So these are the kind of laws that we need to have. If this is a minister, we have appointed you to comply kwa EACC, you have performed. What is wrong for us giving you? Tumeweka Chief Justice miaka 5, ameperform vizuri, kumekuwa na mambo mzuri kotini, ukatelo wa kotini umeisha. What's wrong with us awarding him for what he has done? We have an Inspector General who has performed very well. What's wrong? What's wrong with us awarding him? Look at the companies. Private companies, Safaricom, and the biggest giant companies that we have in the country. Managers, CEOs, these guys are awarded according to their performance, including salary and term limit. What's wrong with us doing that in the country? You see?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the colonial masters cannot allow us to do that.
I'm thinking of this.
Yeah.
Let me bring this topic also, this issue.
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to look now, where did the rain start beating up? Where is the problem? Don't you think, under my idea, for us to solve the coups and the problems we have in Africa, we need to have independent of security.
Yes.
Whereby, even if the president is the Amri Jeshi Mkuu and whatever, when he does something wrong, Jeshi iko ready kumwambia no. Then it should be like army should be independent to choose their whoever the commander and everything. Macheki?
Yeah.
Like the way US does.
Yeah.
But the president should work for citizens.
Yeah.
Army should work for security.
Yeah.
And should have power when the things are not true to come out and say, even in police section, because you realize, I don't know, the security apparatus, when these politicians comes to power, they let the bosses who will align with them to make them continue. What do you say about that?
You know, for the army, those boys are very smart. These you see military and everything. These guys are learned. And they understand everything from politics. They understand. Because anyone who is there for security measures, anyone who is, for example, mwenye anakuangalia maisha yako, your bodyguard, there are things that he knows that you do not know. So he thinks beyond, kind of. So now these army generals, kuna kitu inaitangwa Tonje rules. And that's why today we have General Ogola as the army commander today. If it was not for those Tonje rules, and the army saying, no, we are not playing politics. We are not playing tribal politics. We want our institution to move according to the rules and the regulations of the institution. That's why today we have General Ogola. Otherwise, the president told you guys that General Ogola was among the people who came who did not want me to be a president, but because he's a qualified candidate, he should. No. It is the Tonje rules. That which president cannot go against. Again, after Ogola, I think it is bad. Yeah. The next term, it will be bad. The man Ruto did not also like. Because if it was for Ruto to decide everything, today it would be a Yemune commander. You see? So what they are doing, holding that and making sure that they stand as an institution to secure the institution that stands for the security of the country. From all walks of life, from all sides, then I congratulate them and I'm very happy with them. And that's why nakwambia, when mwananchi anaanzanga mambo na furugu, when people are demonstrating or when they say now enough is enough, the only thing that can stand them ni wanajeshi. Na ni sababu Mungu ni wa majeshi. Ni sababu Mungu ni wa majeshi. Otherwise, nothing can, hata si hawa watu, si hawa wakora wanawekwa kwa Subaru wanapita hapo wakipiga watu risasi. No, they cannot stop people mwananchi kukosa kuandamana ama kufanya venye anataka ama kuongea venye anataka. Wanajeshi peke yake. Sababu Mungu ni nini? Ni wa majeshi.
Now, as we wind up these Coups, what message can our government, being led by Ruto, can learn from it? Especially when we look at our country very well, people are not satisfied. Majority, and wait, the reason I'm saying like that, when the election results were announced, actually only 2 places celebrated. Central
and Rift Valley.
Part of Rift Valley.
And part of Rift Valley.
But the whole country was. That one quiet. Shows you that
they did not like it.
The majority did not get what they wanted.
Yeah.
What can you tell the president as he look of what is happening? And if you look very well after the coups in these countries, the people come out celebrating. Now those who never celebrate come out celebrating. And they are ready to defend, to help the army to defend their country. What can you tell the government that is
the current president and then the current government, I can tell you that they had lost. And that's why immediately after election, they went by. They went to the side of UDM and they had to buy those MPs because they had lost. Their numbers were less. You see? And they also featured in the opposition to see who they can buy because they had lost. The fact is, they had lost. They manipulated the system and it's okay. Let's just say it's okay for the peace of the country. Today, if today I say that I need to see a coup to overthrow William Samoei Ruto or anyone, then I'll also be stupid. What I want is William Samoei Ruto to be able to observe. Ukiona cha mwenzao kinanyolewa, chako. And then we were profiling the president who are puppets, European puppets. And our president is there. He's among the European puppets. Why is he introducing GMO? Why is he is not anti-West? He is on the West. And the only thing you can treat this, because sometimes these coups are dangerous even to the lives of the people, because zile masharti za wanajeshi si mzuri. No, tuongee ukweli si mzuri. So the only thing ni president aangalie. Kwa nini wale watu wanaowadhuriwa? What are the consequences? Ukiowadhuriwa unaenda wapi? Na then aseme as a president also, whom I do not have power above the army, then I should behave. I should do good for the people. And that's all. Yeah.
Our time is up.
Yeah, something.
As you can see, our director, our time is up.
Yeah.
In 30 seconds.
Yeah.
What can you tell? Your parting shot in 30 seconds.
Yeah. What can I?
Your parting shot.
My parting
shot. What can you tell them? Your advice to the people as we wind up in 30 seconds.
This country is ours. And it's ours. It is ours for all. Africa is ours for all. And we are the Africans. We are the owner of this land and everything. So God said, till it. So we have tuko na kazi ya kumake sure vitu zimeenda vizuri. And then peace is very important. But doing the right thing is part of promoting peace. Yeah.
Viewers, thank you very much. We appreciate you, Mr. Lincoln. We appreciate you for your time.
Asante.
Thank you very much. You are highly welcome each and every time. We'll be with you all the time.
Yeah.
So that our viewers can get the correct knowledge that they deserve. Viewers, we appreciate you a lot. If you have not subscribed, continue subscribing, sharing our videos, and watching to the fullest. We love you so much. You are wonderful, and you are part of our family. Sambreeze family, you are part of our family. Without you guys, we cannot be here where we are. We appreciate for your support. We thank you so much. We wish you all the best in everything you do. In above all, put God first. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I'm your host, Engineer Callistus.
Asante.